Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Star vs. the Forces of Evil review. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the standard two episodes, Lint Catcher and Trial by Squire, Squirrel, Square, whatever the hell it is. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell if these are bad episodes. I mean, they weren't the worst things ever, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I've definitely seen worst episodes, Goblin Dogs. But I didn't really care for them. I mean, Lint Catcher I don't care for at all. And Trial by Squire's got some good jokes, whatever. Right, but we'll get to that. So, it's Lint Catcher starts off, Marco just shows up, right? You know, he thinks he was made a knight, because that's what the cloak is, and no, he's not a knight. He's just some random guy, right, who was given a cloak, which means like meat cat. It's like a meat cloak. And one of the other knights calls him out on it, right? Because he wasn't knighted, that he has to earn to be a knight. But I want to point out that in the Battle for Muni, Marco did more for the king than any of the actual knights did. Because I don't even remember them being there at all. I could be misremembering it, don't get me wrong. But Marco did a lot more in those episodes than they did. And I know Muni kind of operates on a sort of feudal system. I don't entirely know how it works. It's king and queen. And knight actually like means something, unlike nowadays where the queen just knights celebrities for no reason. But he wants to be a squire, right? Because he wants to eventually earn being a knight, which could be interesting, I guess. And Star's kind of sick of him. Tom's there at the beginning, because now they're dating officially. And Star ships him off to the Knights of the Wash, right? The laundry room, deep below in the sub basement, or whatever the hell. I think it's just sub basement. And she's mad at Marco, because he just showed up, and Marco wants a better position, right? No, she's princess. She should be able to get him one. And yeah, she does admit it. And Eclipse showed up. So I was kind of like, just dead. Imagine me like dead-faced for most of the episode, and then Eclipse shows up and my face just lit up. It's so good to see Eclipse. She's pretty great. I like how she just like sees through it. So it's like, who's the guy, right? She sees exactly through her. It's great. Eclipse is great. And then the second she goes off screen, my face like goes dead again. But she tells Star that, the Lint, the Knights of the Wash is the most dangerous part of the kingdom, right? Nobody survives a day in the Knights of the Wash, except for clearly the head guy who, yeah, he does point that out. But basically what's happening is he has to clean out the Lint trap, but for some reason, I'm assuming magical Lint just makes monsters, so there's a monster in the Lint trap, and they beat it up. And yeah, Star and Marco kind of start getting along again, right? She realizes that, maybe it's not so bad. And you know how, like, she zapped her room onto Marco's house and then dropped it onto the castle again? Well, she does that with Marco's room. Just zaps it there, the puppies are there. And she decides that, hey, I can do whatever I want because I'm a princess, right? Like Eclipse says. And makes Marco her royal squire. Okay, it's, I don't think it's a bad episode, but I just don't care. Every character felt like an asshole in this one. They were constantly complaining, constantly being annoying. The only character I like is Eclipse, who was the only one who wasn't an asshole or being complaining. She's so great. And yeah, I can't wait to see more of her. When I saw the next episode, Trial by Squire, I assumed it was going to be Eclipse's trial, but clearly they're pushing that off until maybe the end of this event, maybe not until the next event or whatever the hell, however they decide to release episodes. Because, God, shows are releasing episodes weird nowadays. The next episode is Trial by Squire. I think it's a little better than Lint Catcher, but not by much. It starts off, there's this whole Squire thing at the Super Mega Mart. I forget the actual name, doesn't matter. Well, someone will complain about it in the comments. So he meets up with all these other squires who serve all these other knights, right? Yeah, it's a fun little cast. I kind of hope we see more of them, especially the girl. The girl makes a not bad antagonist for Marco and his whole squireness, right? Because she's trying to be the perfect squire to her knight. And I know we've definitely seen the girl knight. We saw her in Lint Catcher. I know we've seen the handsome knight as well. Have we ever seen the third one? I don't remember, but I know we've definitely seen the other two. And I have proof we've seen one of the girl. So basically all these other knights are like sabotaging them because they ride like carts with like horses, and Marco's just trying to be a good knight, right? He's trying to do everything for Star because even though Star's not really a knight, he wants to do the traditional Squire duties, and all the other knights are sabotaging him, stealing him from him. And eventually he gets a dragon attractor instead of dragon repellent. Is it like shark repellent from the Batman movie, from the old Batman movie, or God, even Lego Batman? And one of the Squire, the girl, tells him off, like, oh, we all had to work to be Squire. Being a Squire is a 24/7 job, and you just got handed the position because you're the princess's boyfriend. Yeah, and yeah, she tells him off. One of the things that make her design interesting is the eyes. She's one of the few characters who actually has like white in their eyes, which is a little detail, but it tends to stand out a lot. I know Oscar has it, the Handsome Knight has it, and there's probably some more characters that I'm not thinking of that have it. But it's an intro. I wish they used it more because it makes the eyes look better. But eventually, Marco's like, oh, screw these knights. I'm at least going to get you one thing. So he goes to get her the armor wax, and he massacres the rest of them. Basically, and Star's like, screw you, Marco. I don't care about any of this. Stop being an asshole, even though they technically cheated him, right? Because Star just hands over the wax because she tricks him, or tricks her. And yeah, Star's not a traditional knight. And there's a part of me that thinks that if they hadn't have sabotaged Marco, there's a good chance he may have just given the stuff to them anyways, because Star doesn't actually need it, and it was just a more ceremonial, traditional knight thing. But they Star wants all these things, and Marco ends up getting her them, right? Because, oh, it's cute, and he has $650 to spend. And one of the knights is like, oh, a salami for a sword? I've never seen that, because he's disappointed at his Squire. And it's like, yeah, that's funny, and that makes for a good antagonist, right? Because Marco doesn't have to try, but he still gets the position, and they're all trying so hard. I hope we see more of them. We probably won't. Even though I'm saying that, I still don't really care for this episode, like, that much at all. In the last review, in my whole rant thing, I complained that the show is dead to me, right? That after they broke up, Marco and Jackie, the show is dead. I was kind of joking, kind of being serious, but I honestly think watching this episode, the show is dead to me. Like, I just didn't get any enjoyment at all, except for when Eclipse is on screen. Eclipse is still my glimmer of hope in the darkness. So I'm curious, what did you guys think? Am I just full of shit that the show's dead to me? Or were these actually, like, bad episodes, right? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I'm actually really interested in this. Well, I'm always interested, but more than usual. And yeah, that's it for the week. Week 2, hopefully we'll get the trial sometime then. Who knows? But I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.